Hey guys, well today what I'm going to be doing is cleaning out a section of the worm farm, or as it's called here, the worm cafe. Yeah, but it's a little bit tight in here to set the camera up, so what I'll do is first I'll get this slided out and move it somewhere else, and then I'll open it up and show you what we got. Okay, so I've got the worm farm out and it's in the spot where I want it. So I guess a quick explanation: if you've never owned a worm farm or one of these style of ones, you start off with this. You have just this bottom chamber here, which you can see there's a little outlet here. This used to have a hose on it, but unfortunately it's snapped off, so now I just put a bucket underneath. This one remains pretty much blank. This one's where all your water or your worm whiz or your worm poo juice, whatever you want to call it, drips down into here. You start off with just this first section with the lid on top, and you sort of add your bit of manure or something for the worms to sort of live in, and shredded newspaper and your veggie scraps and what have you. Then that one fills up, so then you add the next chamber, put the lid on top. It's all perforated and it's got holes through it, and they can sort of make their way up, and you keep repeating this process till you get to the third one, which I'm on to now, and I'll give you a quick look inside. So you have this little mat which sort of keeps the worms, I guess, a bit warm and that in winter. And then if I pull it back, I don't know if this will pick it up. Can you see those little white things? They're little baby worms. But yeah, there's my greens in there, and you can see the nice dark stuff down the bottom there. Yeah, so then when this one gets to the top, the problem you got is this one's full. They're all full. What do? Well, this one down the bottom here then needs to be cleaned out, which should be full of real rich worm castings and worms, maybe, if I'm lucky. I doubt it. I think it'll just be solid worm castings because it's been there for so long. Anyway, then you clean out the tray. Then when this one's full, this empty tray can then go on top. So ultimately you're just dropping the whole thing down. Anyway, I'll separate these and I'll give you a look inside and we'll see what we got. Alright, so we've got these two sections off. And then this is the section that we want to work on, so I'll move that out of the way. Don't worry, I'll give you a look inside in a minute. Oh, it's pretty heavy. And then that's the actually, I'll grab the camera. This is the reservoir I was talking about. So that's where all your water drips in and then goes down and out here. Oh, bonus, I can fix the tap. I thought it was snapped. It's just unthreaded itself. Cool. I've still got the tap, so I'll fix that up. And here is this tray of worm castings. Now, I'll get myself a tool and we'll have a bit of a dig. So before I'll show you that, I'll show you back here. So then all you have to do is get these sections, put them back on top, put it back where you want it, and that just keeps on going, ready to go again and produce more lovely worms. Anyway, back to the worm castings. Alright, so I'm going to do this. The only thing I could find is an old trowel, so we'll have a bit of a poke around and see what we've got. I'll take this is like cutting a cake. No, there's not going to be any worms in here. No, this is solid worm castings. So this is going to be some awesome fertilizer. It is just complete worm castings. They've turned everything, all the food scraps, the bit of manure that I put in here to get it going, all the newspaper. It's amazing. It's super thick. I need to somehow make it less dense, but yeah, there you go. You see that? I don't know if I've got that in the right spot. Lovely. Oh well, I'll dig this out, continue on, and yeah, that's how I harvested my first tray of worm castings. Wow, so yeah, this stuff is amazing. I think what I might do now is leave this out in the sun for a while and let it sort of go a bit crumbly, because it's very dense. Look at that, I can't get it off the trowel, it's that dense. And then this will make fabulous, whoops, sorry about that, this will make fabulous fertilizer. Yeah, this should get the spring plants booming. Well, no worms to show you today. That was a bit disappointing. Obviously they have to be in the worm farm or they wouldn't be producing all the castings, so they must all be hiding in the upper tray, too busy feeding themselves. And I guess you wouldn't live in a toilet, so neither would they, I guess. So once they're finished they move on up. Yeah, well, hopefully next time I can harvest some worms for you and put that on there. If I did this incorrectly, I'm sure you guys will let me know. Yeah, but apart from that, I'll see you guys for my next clip maybe next week. See ya.